Greetings. My name is Abdullah and I'm from New York City. I welcome you to my channel where my purpose is, inshallah, to help advanced English speakers move from their current level to the level of native or near native. Maybe you are a college student, maybe you are an engineer, maybe you are a doctor, and English is a part of your life. It is a part of your livelihood. This is the perfect channel for you. Likewise, another purpose of this channel, inshallah, is to help people improve their pronunciation, to improve their accent in the English language. Maybe you are confident with your level of English, but you are not confident with your accent. This is the perfect channel for you. I usually use newspaper articles from the United States or from the United Kingdom, as I feel that newspaper articles are much better for improving one's level of vocabulary, much better than movies. After saying that, let's get started with today's article. The headline is Crocodile Farm Boss Eaten Alive After 40 of His Own Animals Pounce. I wanted to take a moment to talk about the word pounce. Pounce means to jump up to something or jump down on something, attacking it. So for example, a large cat or even a house cat can pounce on its prey. Or a house cat can jump on you playfully, pounce on you playfully. Likewise, if you left food out, a mouse might pounce on it when you're not looking, trying to steal a morsel or a small piece of food. So the word pounce usually means to attack, but it can also mean to take an opportunity. And this comes to us from NewYorkPost.com, written by Ben Cost. 40 crocodiles killed a Cambodian farmer today while he was attempting to wrangle one of his reptiles. I wanted to take this time to explain to you the word wrangle. Wrangle means to gather animals together, usually to bring them to a shelter or for the time of feeding. Usually most of the time, the word is used with horses. For example, a cowboy can wrangle his horses or his cattle. The word can also be used in a playful way with children, to wrangle your children from school, for example. In this situation, the man attempted to wrangle his crocodiles or his alligators. The crocodiles pounced, attacking him until he was dead. May Savary, police chief of Siem Reap Commune, where the man's farm was located, told Viral Press of the freak accident. We have to talk about the expression in English, freak accident. A freak accident is almost the opposite of a normal accident or an everyday accident. A slip and fall, for example, or somebody tripping over something and hurting themselves. A freak accident is something that is highly unlikely or highly unusual, such as a sinkhole in the middle of the road and people or vehicles fall inside and they die or they're injured, or somebody makes a cake and they use the wrong ingredients, and when they cook the cake exploded, hurting somebody or killing somebody. Those are examples of freak accidents. The 72-year-old victim, named Luen Nam, had reportedly entered the enclosure so he could remove one of the crocs from a cage where it had laid eggs. Things took a disastrous turn after the beast attacked the stick he was using to corral it. causing him to fall into the enclosure, according to Savary. All of a sudden, the reptile shepherd was beset by dozens of the animals, which ripped his body to shreds, leaving the paddock awash in blood. So as we read, the man was beset by his reptiles. What is the meaning of the word beset? Beset means to be surrounded from all sides. So, for example, as we see in the picture, the fruit is beset by the ants, meaning surrounded from all sides. Likewise, the village is beset by the mountains, to be surrounded from all sides, not just on the left, not just on the right, not just in front, but from all angles, 360 degrees. For example, great grandparents can be beset by their family from their children and their grandchildren and their great grandchildren, like this. So beset means to be surrounded from all sides. The vocabulary that you see highlighted here, I will explain inshallah. Here we have a photo of where the crocodiles were kept. As it is written, the 72-year-old man's community had urged him to quit the business for years. And this is according to Viral Press. Accompanying pics show the animals paddling through a pool of Nam's blood, and video depicts officials removing his remains from the area. According to the police chief, Nam's corpse was riddled with bite marks, and he reportedly lost both arms and a leg, which the crocs had swallowed during the feeding frenzy. I have to explain the meaning of the word riddled. Riddled here means to poke or to pierce in many places. Usually it is followed by the word by. So riddled by bullets, riddled with questions, for example. As you can imagine, for example, certain buildings in war can become riddled with bullets. Or another example would be the insects or some insects and woodpeckers have riddled this tree with holes. So riddled in this situation, as we read, the man's body was riddled with bite marks. His mangled body was later transported to the family home. I want to explain to you the word mangled. Mangled means to mutilate, disfigure, or destroy completely by cutting it, crushing it, or tearing. So you can imagine, let's say, for example, a tornado would mangle a house or a plane crash. The remains of the plane would be mangled. Or if you can imagine a future war between robots, the bodies of the robots would be mangled. So think about the headline and think about what happened to this man. His body was mangled by his animals. Nam, who was also president of the local Crocodile Farmers Association, had reportedly been urged for years to quit the business, CBS reported. And here we have a photograph of apparently the man's body being removed. Officials carry Nam's mangled body out of the crocodile enclosure. And again, that is from Viral Press. In a similarly horrific incident in 2019, a 2-year-old Cambodian girl was eaten alive after falling into a pit of crocodiles on her family farm. That is sad. Listen, Inshallah, I would like all of you to reread this article. Reread the article so that, inshallah, you can improve your pronunciation, so you can improve your accent. That is step one of your homework. Step two, write to me a sentence using one of the words that I have highlighted. If you write to me, inshallah, I will write to you. And finally, I want to say I wish all of you the best in this life and the next. Fi aman ar-Rahman.